The Stranger by Albert Camus. Meursault's indifference. The story begins with the protagonist, Meursault, receiving news of his mother's death. Instead of showing expected emotions of grief, he displays indifference, attending her funeral without much sentiment. This sets the tone for the novel, highlighting Meursault's detachment from societal norms and expectations regarding human emotions. The beach and the encounter. Meursault spends time at the beach following his mother's funeral, where he encounters Marie, a former co-worker, and starts a relationship with her. This section introduces Marie and establishes Meursault's unconventional approach to relationships, devoid of deep emotional attachment. Raymond's troubles. Meursault becomes entangled in the conflicts of his neighbor, Raymond, who is involved in a dispute with his mistress's brother. Meursault's passive nature leads him to support Raymond, marking the beginning of his involvement in a series of events driven more by circumstance than personal conviction. The fatal encounter. Meursault accompanies Raymond and his friends to confront their mistress's brother, which escalates into violence. In a pivotal moment, Meursault shoots and kills the brother, marking the climax of the novel's plot and sealing Meursault's fate. The arrest. Meursault is arrested and put on trial for murder. Despite the gravity of the situation, he remains detached and uninterested in his own defense, further alienating himself from societal expectations of remorse and self-preservation. The trial. Meursault's trial unfolds, with his indifference and lack of emotional response becoming central points of contention. The court and society scrutinize his behavior, condemning him not only for the crime he committed but also for his perceived moral deficiencies. Confronting existentialism. Throughout the trial, Meursault grapples with existential questions about the meaning of life, the absurdity of human existence, and the arbitrary nature of societal norms. His refusal to conform to societal expectations highlights his existentialist perspective, challenging conventional beliefs about morality and purpose. Condemnation. Meursault is ultimately convicted of murder, with his lack of remorse and unconventional behavior contributing to the harshness of his sentence. The verdict symbolizes society's rejection of his nonconformity and serves as a condemnation of his existentialist worldview. Facing death. As Meursault awaits his execution in prison, he reflects on his life and accepts the inevitability of death with stoic resignation. In the face of his impending demise, he finds a sense of peace and clarity, reaffirming his commitment to living authentically, despite societal condemnation. Absurd conclusion. The novel concludes with Meursault's acceptance of his fate, embracing the absurdity of existence and finding solace in his defiance of societal expectations. The Stranger by Albert Camus is a thought-provoking exploration of existentialism, absurdity, and societal conformity. Through the character of Meursault, Camus challenges traditional notions of morality and meaning, inviting readers to contemplate the inherent contradictions of human existence and the inevitability of death. The novel's conclusion leaves a lingering sense of ambiguity, urging readers to grapple with profound questions about the nature of life and the pursuit of authenticity in a world that often seems indifferent to individual choices and actions.